Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the IWC Pilot Watch Automatic 36, a lovely 36mm Rolex Datejust alternative that also has the essential features of the IWC Mark Series Pilot's line. On my 16cm circumference wrist, the 2016 to present Automatic 36 wears quite easily. For those who are keeping score at home, this is reference 3420-02, 36mm in diameter, slender on the wrist at 10.6mm thick, so thinner than a Datejust, and across the wrist it has essentially one measurement, as the end links of the bracelet don't protrude beyond the lugs, so this one measures 46.7mm across the wrist. I can also recommend the watch for a wrist as small as 13cm circumference, and if you wish to fit a strap, the spacing between the lugs is 18mm. So this is a timepiece that I consider to be a unisex option. A 36mm Datejust is absolutely a man's watch, and this watch fits me particularly well. So I would say that if you're a guy, you need to consider this as an option. If you're looking for something with discretion and pedigree, this has both. It's a true IWC Pilot's timepiece, and again, it draws its essential design language from the case to the bracelet to the dial from the legendary Mark series. Now getting a little bit closer, giving ourselves a bit more light, you can see that the timepiece features a bracelet with staggered link alignment and polished intermediates. You can also see the outer faces have been polished. There are plenty of channels on the underside to vent the wrist, and you'll also note a significant feature of this bracelet is that every single link on both sides of the bracelet can be removed for ultra precise sizing. This is an important feature because the ergonomic equation winds up matchless thanks to that flexibility. There is a double deployant clasp, and you can see it's IWC branded externally. It's curved to match the underside of your wrist. Jumping back to the case itself, you can see that it's satin finished with a few polished accents, as there is a little bit of a polished lip that runs the length of the case, as well as a bevel on the flank that is hairline thin. The hoods of the lugs are polished. The flanks are of satin. There is no crown guard structure. The crown is a screw-down IWC branded with the Probus Scafusia motto engraved, or I should say embossed. And then there is a bezel that features a vertical component and then a conical component, both, each one polished, giving way to what IWC describes as ardoise. It's a silver metallic that's almost slate gray. It has a dramatic sunburst finish that I find quite appealing, and I can confirm that even in the soft light of my light box, it's an explosive look. Arabic numerals, you can see this is the old instrument style face that IWC first debuted in the late 1940s for the British Ministry of Defence and the Australian Air Force, the first customers of the original Mark 11. Well, this continues the essential design language of the Mark 11 right down to the fonts that are used. You can see there's an outer seconds and minutes track that's been stepped up to create another focal plane, and then there's a stepped down aperture, so it's a transitional progressive aperture that moves from the plane of the dial down to the date disc without a sharp shear break. Broadsword style hands and a white varnished lancet style counterweighted seconds hand. Now underneath the case back, which is screwed in, there's a caliber 35111, 26 joules bidirectional automatic winding. It has a 42-hour power reserve, and it beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It is a top quality, and I mean that in the sense that there are 4 grades: base, elaboré, top, and chronometer of the Sellita SW300. So it's a high-grade Sellita SW300 regulated in-house by IWC. It is a 42-hour automatic with stop seconds and a quick set date, and because there is a screw-down crown and a screwed-in case back, this particular 60-meter water resistance rating is swimmable. There's also a soft iron inner cage, like a Rolex Milgauss, that helps to channel field lines, magnetic field lines, around the hairspring, granting this watch considerable anti-magnetic credentials. I'll also mention that there is a security system for the seals as well as the sapphire, such that if you are in an aircraft cabin that explosively decompresses, this watch, I'm not kidding you, is designed so that it will not eject its seals and it will not eject its sapphire. Hey, it's kind of like the helium escape valve on a dive watch. You may never need it, but it's a wonderful conversation piece, and luxury is about getting more than you need. And this might be all that you need. A wonderful 36mm Datejust alternative as I see it. Throw it on your wrist on the watch box. IWC Pilot's Watch Automatic 36 by night.